Denver Broncos Mile High View, Denver Broncos Hardcore Liquor on the BitChute channel. No commercials, no bullshit. And I just want to make a disclaimer that when I show film, that gives YouTube, we call them ThemTube or GooTube, because they're really Google, and the NFL, it gives them a license to run commercials. I have no control of that. That's the price on YouTube. And if you go to BitChute, you will find no commercials. Of course, right now I got to upload the video, but it'll be something I'll be doing. But it's just a disclaimer that that's beyond our control. We don't see a red cent from commercials at all. So anyway, with that out of the way, it is Raider football week. And am I mistaken, or is this a game that the Raiders not only desperately want, and Josh McDaniels desperately wants, but this is a game that they desperately need? What do you think about that? What's that?
Your computer's going off again.
Is it? It looks good on my end.
I hear that thing going up, and once it goes up, it will just completely knock out my voice.
Oh, you're sounding good right now.
Okay. Well, sorry for that. I just didn't want to, having to restart this. But the Raiders, I think, are going to really want this game. I think that they are going to be primed and ready to play this game. And I think that this game is going to
yeah, you're right. It did it. God damn. I don't know why it does this. I'm not set up for my phone either. Just talk for a little bit. We'll just stop and talk. I want to just say what you were going to say.
Well, I think that the Raiders are going to be primed to play this game. I think that they're going to be showing certain looks that the Denver Broncos haven't seen from the past 2 or 3 teams, in my opinion. The past 2 teams. No, past 3 teams, sorry. I think that you're going to see a lot of plays that are going to be thrown in the middle of this defense. And I think that's going to be a big problem for the Denver Broncos in this game.
It worked. That worked. Hold on. Okay. For some reason, this thing is just processing away. I don't know why it does that. This is the only thing that's on. Okay. I think if we have pauses like this and I talk and then you come back, I think you'll be okay. So I want to talk about, we'll have to get through this. I want to talk about the videos that we did. We both shot videos. And so how about we talk about the video I did on Russell Wilson? And this, we can segue into the other video that you did. Okay. So anyway, I know it's a little distracting. You can hear me, right? I'm coming in good?
Yep.
Okay. So I had to do this Russell Wilson video because everybody's confused, don't understand it. Why didn't it turn out, like the greatest show on turf, bombs all over the place. Russell Wilson running around with 5 guys hanging, little guys hanging, little D-Max hanging off of him. They all chattered in the bar. They were all convinced. They got together in their little get-togethers and talked. Oh yeah, this is the way it's go. Well, you get right. It's Super Bowl. The product you see out there with Russell Wilson in this offense, is that playoff contender material out there? We won't even talk Super Bowl. What about playoff contender?
No, because here's why. They don't have an offensive identity. If they had an offensive identity, it would look a lot better than what they've over the past 3 weeks.
Than what they've shown for the past 3 weeks, correct. 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 Yeah. So I was showing that Russell Wilson's footwork uh, is not there. Uh, and you can't rely on a wing and a prayer. Well, maybe, or happenstance. Maybe if he just happens to be in the right place, the receiver happens to get open, and he happens to get his timing right, and it happens, and this happens, that happens, and the other thing happens. Maybe then things will work out. Hasn't that been the kind of what you've seen in offense that, if things just all line up, maybe it'll work out. You haven't seen like you said, an identity, but you definitely haven't seen any consistency either, have you?
Yeah, and that's the mark of an unstable organization when you see inconsistency. And we've been preaching that for years and years and years. When the Denver Broncos offensively continue to do the same crap over the past 7 years, it's concerning and alarming, first of all. The Denver Broncos can't adjust.
Can't adjust.
Yep, they can't. They can't adjust. They can't. They're not built.
Okay, say that again.
They're not built to be a top flying offense because they don't have the player personnel to be that type of offense. And also, they don't have the organizational backing and the organizational stability to be a good, consistent offense in the National Football League.
And the reason for that is development, right? Bringing players to having an identity, first of all, number one, having an identity, having a scouting department and coaching staff and GM clicking on all cylinders, bringing in those people, right? Bringing in those people, developing those people. I'll have to say this, and it's not going to be very popular, but unless Tom Brady, unless Russell Wilson starts becoming a pocket quarterback, I know it's again the bar crowd. The bar crowd, I know, wants to see scrambling, 5 guys hanging off of him, Ben Roethlisberger throwing, touchdown passes each time, little D-Max hanging off of him, and him throwing that's fantasy world. The real world, he has to step it up in the pocket. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, but I don't think he has the wherewithal to do so because he's not built to throw in the pocket.
So basically, our part of our player personnel problem starts at the quarterback. Would you say that's correct?
I would say that the part of the problem with this team is management. I don't think it has nothing to do with the quarterback. I just think you, again, put a quarterback into a square peg into a round hole again, and it's shown.
So what system would Russell Wilson be better? To me, this gets back to the Lamar Jackson situation. This running around like a chicken with your head cut off. It ever did translate in the NFL because your defenses are just too fast now. Tom Brady, in my opinion, has shown that's Joe Montana. You can keep going on down the list. Has shown that if you're going to have a quarterback, he's got to be good in the pocket. He has to. Now, does that mean he needs to be a statue in the pocket? No. Does that mean that he can't do a play action? No. Does that mean that he doesn't scramble once in a while? But he has to understand his feet, where his feet are at all times. Would you say that that's correct?
Yes, he has to understand the environment around him.
Yes. And I'm not getting that with Russell Wilson. Although I will say, him above other people that we've talked about, like Cutler, we've talked about Kaepernick, people that refuse to do what the coaches say. Wilson may be more able to listen and change some of the stuff he's doing. That is possible.
Yeah. I think the part of the offensive identity problem is, again, you're built to run the football. And why aren't you doing that? Every time you get into the red zone, you do Shurmur fucking ball. Mm-hmm. Again, how is that going to work in the National Football League when you play the good teams in the National Football League, okay? I don't need to be a good fan to tell you and try and convince you guys that oh, this is how I know football. I don't need to do that. I can just show you film, and then there you go. I mean, I speak another language than most people that you people listen to, and those people hate me for it.
Well, I can tell you why, because we live in a TikTok attention span era right now.
Gangbanger shit. Does that ring a bell?
Well, I mean, it seems like a lot of society, they have the attention span of a TikTok video. So when you break down comprehensive film, it's like, oh, you know,
No,
they
because
can't.
they want to look at highlight reels and Madden 23 videos.
Well, and they want to talk at the cocktail party. You know, they want to talk to,
Tell how great their fandom is and everything.
well, they want to. They. It's like this. They think they know, and they think they know what they're talking about.
They don't.
And they don't.
They don't. Of course they don't.
I'm beginning to wonder if some coaching staffs out there, I'm not just saying Broncos, even know what the hell they're doing.
I agree.
Yeah. You know, I think there's wishful thinking and reality. I think that's part of the problem.
And that's the problem of our society now in this day and age. Unfortunately, it's just
I think it's even worse. I think it's head in the sand and reality. it's when we talk about
like I've said to you many, many times, you can't fix stupid. You can't. Those people that are in the bar telling how great of a fan they are, they're set in their ways. They're just set in their ways. They won't change. They won't change. And that's the reality. And this segues back to the Russell Wilson point is I don't think that he will change because I just don't think that he's a pocket passing quarterback in today. I don't. I haven't seen it. I don't think it's gonna magically appear.
Okay, you don't think it's going to magically appear? I did see some flashes of it when I was watching Seattle film.
Consistency.
Yes, there needs to be a consistency a factor there. Again, like I said, when I was breaking down all the Seattle film, when he was in the pocket, working the pocket properly, his pass completion percentage was way up there.
Okay.
Wait a second, I'm not done. When he started scrambling because he was forced out, it was almost zero. Almost zero.
Okay, well, let me just say this. What did he have in Seattle that he doesn't have in Denver? A better organization, better player personnel. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Organizational backing. You'll have the fans out there and the people and the eight talk heads. They're going to say he didn't, but he did. He did. Just go look at how he performed in Seattle compared to his first 3 quarters.
Well, we can already see that.
And you paid him $250 million before he even stepped foot on the field. So you basically hand-tied yourself to this guy who isn't a pocket passing quarterback, unfortunately. I wish I could say he was, but he is. And it wouldn't be different if Aaron Rodgers was here either, because I don't think Aaron Rodgers is a pocket passing quarterback either. So that is just signed, sealed, and delivered.
I think he's more so than this guy.
Than Wilson?
Yeah, more than Wilson.
Yes and no. I would say that he's a little bit more consistent in the pocket than Wilson is, but I don't think it's head and shoulders above Wilson at all.
No. That's why you only win.
And you'll have the people that will clip this and then lie about it. We all know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, results speak for themselves. I mean, when you only win one playoff.
Or one. We were proven wrong. We're 2-1.
Yeah, we were proven wrong.
2-1. Yeah, okay. We're proven wrong, man. We have people that know more football than we do.
Yeah, that's why our subscriptions went down because they were all gonna tell us that
how wrong we were, right?
How wrong we were, yeah.
To do with that channel, but we'll come back and just get because that sounds a little two-faced to me, doesn't it?
Hey, I'm not worried about it because you can only get so far with what they're doing.
Yeah.
And again, let's talk about these last 3 games in the defense. These last 3 games, the offenses that the Broncos defense have faced had one thing in common. they needed to get the running game going to get their to get their passing game going. Number two, the second thing they had going exactly the same is they kept screwing up, kept going off. They had another thing in common. They kept getting away from what worked. And this Raider game that's coming up, this is a different game because this is a team that they're literally they don't need to run, and they're not going to run. They're going to literally pass, right at the Broncos. I mean, they're going to pass right at them often, much and often. And I don't think that this is where they haven't really. This is where, in my opinion, they really dropped the ball. This defense. You did game film on the Raiders, and give us the rundown on that.
Well, this team likes to throw in the middle of the field. They're built throwing in the middle of the field. Hunter Renfrow is going to be out this game. I think that's going to be a huge loss for the Raiders, but I think they make up with it with Darren Waller. And
okay, stop. Just pause it for a minute. So we're going to see some Darren Waller. Is it Darren?
Yes.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
We're going to see some Darren Waller, and you're going to see Davante Adams in the slot. That's the adjustment they've made since Hunter Renfrow's been out. They've been putting Davante Adams in the slot a lot more, and that's kind of boosted their passing game a little bit with the absence of Hunter Renfrow. So I did film review on it. I think it was a very, very detail-oriented breakdown. I thought that it was a very precise breakdown on what the Denver Broncos could see defensively and offensively from the Raiders. And offensively for the Raiders, you can shit on their offensive line all they want, but with DJ Jones potentially being out, I don't think they're going to be afraid of this front seven for Denver Broncos one bit.
Well, one thing about Derek Carr is that he is a pocket quarterback. He knows how to step up. So if you get edge rushing and no push up the middle, he knows just to step up. And I think these throws are going to be quick. By the way, I agree. I watched and I'll link your pregame, so people or your I guess it's a pregame, your film study. I'm going to link that because I think you're right about the Broncos absolutely have to run, and I think they absolutely have to keep this offense off the field because I think you're going to see a repeat of last year. They know they can throw on this. Just like we know that, I said at the beginning of the year, this defense is just begging to be thrown on. And with Davante Adams going in the slot, who is he going to be up against in the slot?
Well, everybody wanted to get rid of Bryce Callahan, and he's playing outstanding for the Chargers right now. For a guy in Kwan Williams, who's older, slowed down.
So maybe it's double coverage, but that's okay. Let's say they double cover Davante Adams. They have tight ends that they can throw to against this linebacking core, right?
And running backs.
And running backs, too, that can actually catch the ball and do some damage. Yep. So they're probably going to, from what you saw in the film, they're probably going to be looking at going after Josie Jewell. You remember, did you see that? He was 15 yards behind a halfback.
And that is top 5 linebacking play from these from the sports writers out there. That's considered top 5 linebacking play.
Well, top 5 is going to have their hands full because
no, not top 5, top 3. Sorry.
Yeah, well, top 3, top 5, they're going to have their hands full. In this passing game. So far, they've failed miserably. I've never seen them succeed one time yet in 3 weeks.
I also want to say this before we move on with the Raiders. Have you guys seen the difference with Justin Simmons being out and Chad Stearns being inserted in the lineup? And also, can I give a shout-out to Ronald Darby, who's been playing his ass off for the past 3.5 games? You guys shit on him for Patrick Surtain. He's had a better season so far than Patrick Surtain. And they don't even throw
Who
his way.
wanted to bring Darby in before they brought him in?
You did.
But we had to end up paying him.
No. But we have people that know more football than we do.
Yeah, I know. So
Shit.
If anybody out there thinks that, again, have some, I understand there's going to be a certain Kool-Aid, and I think most of Broncos country realizes there's a Kool-Aid crowd that is always out there that.
And they're starting to migrate away from you people, just saying.
Oh, yeah, they're definitely not in their camp. They're pissed off right now.
Bullshit artists.
Yeah, they're definitely pissed off right now, and rightfully so, too, because they sold a bill of goods.
For how many years now?
Yeah, this is going on 7 years, and now they've bought the farm, or I'm sorry, they sold the farm off with Russell Wilson. So, man, it could get real toxic.
These gangbangers, I don't feel sorry for them.
Yeah, well, that's their world. Zero thinking.
Zero intelligence.
Yeah, zero. Yeah, they'll go off the cuff on you, but yeah.
The inmates that I deal with on a daily basis now have more intelligence than most of these people that are, on their keyboards.
Yes. So anyway, I just think that the Broncos, in order to win this game, they have to, like you said, run the ball. This is a team. We'll talk about the other side of the Raiders, their downfall. You can bust holes open on this Raiders, correct?
Correct.
We're just pondering if they'll actually stick to that, if they'll actually commit to that, or if we're going to go into Shurmur ball, 4 wide receivers. Wilson, stumbling around, and hopefully he can set his feet.
What's giving you confidence that they're going to stick to that the whole game?
Well, I 2-1, ha. I have more confidence in them being 0-3. I don't have any confidence that they're going to come out.
Where's all the blowouts that those people predicted?
Yeah, it wasn't just that. They almost lucked into 2 of their wins.
They did because of stupid coaching.
Well, yeah, it had more to do with the other team figuring out how to lose the game than it did them figuring out how to win the game. That's why the majority of the Broncos country is pissed off right now. Because they all know it.
Yeah, they do.
This wasn't the greatest show on turf that they were sold. This team isn't. What? Last game, the Broncos were down until when? I mean, just almost the end of the game, weren't they?
Yeah.
Until almost the end of the game. It was somebody had accidentally win that game, right?
No, those people know more football than we do. They predicted a 2-1 record, but they actually predicted
they predicted a 3-0 record.
Yeah, and that's how zero intelligence those people have. Zero, none, nada. My left nut has more intelligence than most of those people.
So if the Broncos lose and they're 2-2, is that part of their prediction too?
Yeah.
It was part of their prediction.
That's why I don't.
So
that's why I don't.
If they go 8-7, that was their prediction all along, right? That they always predicted that, right?
They turn it. They switch it on a dime.
Yeah.
They won't tell us that we were right. They'll just say, no, we never said that.
Yeah, we never said. Well, they never say what they say. That's true. They never say what they say.
That's why you can't fix stupid, and they have zero intelligence.
Yeah. Well, I think that the majority of Bronco Nation is pretty much already done with that bull crap.
Oh, I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you full-heartedly on that. But going back to the Raiders' defense,
there's
a guy on the defensive line that I liked, Leal Nichols, who I wanted in free agency.
Oh, that guy that was pushing the offensive lineman into right in the quarterback's face. Yeah, well, we can't have that. We can't.
No, we do have that. We do have that by the gangbangers and the sports writers. That Draymond Jones does that, so we got to pay him $30 million.
The guy that really, the guy that didn't look, it hasn't shown up in the last 3 years until DJ Jones
arrived, which I predicted, and you guys laughed in my face for that, for wanting DJ Jones from San Francisco. None of you people were on him when I kept mentioning him. Just go back to our past videos and
go to the comment. Go to the comments. Oh yeah. DJ Jones is there's hands down
unsung hero of that entire.
Unsung hero, absolutely.
He doesn't get any credit from anyone.
No.
except for me and you and the fans that actually know their shit.
Something about football, right?
Yeah, that actually have intelligence and that don't have zero intelligence.
So
just praise Randy Gregory. Just praise him. Just praise Randy Gregory. Just praise Draymond.
So I think that that cancer's got to go. It's really got to go.
And who else did I want from the Raiders or from the Titans? Jayon Brown. I mean, and ladies and gentlemen, how's that Baron Browning experiment turned out so far?
Yeah, it's almost like what experiment?
Where is
it? For 3 weeks now, it's non-existent.
Well, we were told by sports writers in the Dove Valley that he was gonna be an essential pass rusher to this defense, right?
Oh yeah, How about
is he getting burritos from Nick Burrito? I mean, what is he doing?
So let me ask you this: Is Chubb getting any honorable mentions out there, or is it cricket still?
I think that people are hating him more than giving credit where credit is due. Because
it's probably the same crowd, right?
People that say he's not a star, I would take him 10 times out of 10 over Randy Gregory.
Yeah.
All that money paid him.
Yeah,
I would take Bradley Chubb. He's a better overall outside linebacker than Randy Gregory. And if you people don't agree with that, again, zero intelligence.
Yeah. For $70 million, was it $70 million, right?
Correct.
He is definitely not $70 million, because I said, look at Bosa.
Oh.
I said, look at Bosa. I said, if you're going to pay a guy, he better be like Bosa.
Or he better be like TJ Watt in Pittsburgh, or something like that.
Exactly. He's got to be something like that, and he is nothing like that.
Well, he's been injured.
Then why did you pay him? That's my question. If he's been in, why did you pay him? Why did you pay him? That's a non-excuse. That's, again, I don't want to hear excuses anymore.
No, I know. I agree.
Yeah, no excuses.
We're watching you.
Yeah, but they're not learning anything. They're watching, but they're not learning anything.
You know why they don't learn anything? Because they have zero intelligence.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're all reactionary.
Well, they're not all reactionary. They're just stupid.
On top of it.
Well, yeah, reactionary, stupid. But with the Raiders, defensively.
Yeah, go hit it, run them. Run right down their throat.
Yeah. That's what I would do. Run it.
With that. And I think you want to, as the offense of the Denver Broncos, you want to stay out on the field, because I truly believe that this is the team that's going to expose the defense. I believe this offense is going to hit them where they are, and they're not going to let up. They're going to hit them where their weakest link is, and that's right in the middle.
Yeah, and luckily you get to see this game live while I work, so I won't be able to watch it till I get home from work tomorrow. And keep me.
Okay, we're going to stop down here and just wait a minute. I will give you updates. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
I will give you updates. I trained my computer to cut you off.
That's what a lot of people want. That is what a lot of the gangbangers want. That's what a lot of people want. I'm telling you.
The sports writers who get it wrong all the time.
Yep.
And then tweak it. So, this is what we said. And then we go back and say, well, here, there's this thing called cameras. There's this thing called the internet where we see your writing. This is what you really said.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's kind of like those politicians. I never said that. Well, you do know we live in an age of cameras, right? Like those doctors that.
Well, we don't live in an age of cameras. We live in an age of globalism. But again, most people don't even know what that is because they're like this on their TV screens, even when football plays. Huh?
With the drool running down the side.
That's part of the football thing too.
Well, they're not even really watching the game because they're going to TikTok, looking at the.
Oh, look how great of a. Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. But
again, that's part of the mental warfare. Unfortunately, is football's part of it. It is.
Yeah. Bread and circuses. Remember bread and circuses? The empty-minded stare. The computer wheel turning around.
Yeah. Exactly. Perfect.
Yes.
But hey, you know what? I thought you've done some really good work since I've been working. I just want to give you respect. No, you have. I'm serious. You had the you're gonna always have those people, the zero intelligence side. You're gonna have them, but dude, you're getting it.
I felt that film had to be made because we had to actually see what was going on. Mm-hmm. I think more people should actually watch that. It may not be the orientation, may not be the auditory, may not be as good. But what it does do, it gives somebody that wants to see. You have to actually want to see.
What you just said there with the camera and all that. Those higher ups, those 8 platforms definitely have that, and they're always wrong. You have low quality. You work outside. You don't get paid for what you do, and you're still kicking their ass. Like, what does that say?
Yeah, well, they have one thing going for them is that their audience, again, is that short attention. They just want to hear the buzzwords. Just give me the buzzwords.
That they're losing slowly but surely.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that.
Yeah, that's reality. The buzzwords are just hang in there. The buzzwords were this close. Did I tell you you'd be here? We're this close, right? I told you at the beginning of the season that this it's not a 1 in 16 team, but it's a team that's good enough. That's good enough. That's good enough. You can just all year long just say, we're just that one play away. We're just that one game away. If that team loses and the other one wins and the other team loses, you'll see and just hang in there. Just I think that's not really going so well for them, though. I think that works with the Kool-Aid crowd, but I think the majority of Bronco Nation is realizing they got sold another lemon.
Of course they did. It doesn't. I mean, those people, again, zero intelligence.
So, with this game, it's not going. And I think most people would agree anyway that it's probably going to be a close game. It depends on To me, it depends on what the Broncos do. If the Broncos go in wanting to go Shurmur ball, they'll probably get blown away. Because I just don't believe that they have an answer for the passing game. I really don't.
Do you think this is going to be a close game?
If the Broncos run the football.
Do you believe that they're going to do that the whole game from what you've seen the past 3 weeks?
No.
Okay.
Well, this is it. Can they stay on the field long enough to keep Carr from getting hot and the receivers from getting hot? But, man, I don't think it's going to take much.
This is where I disagree with you, is I think that this organization's getting impatient. I don't think they're a patient franchise. I think they're an impatient, dysfunctional franchise.
You think they're going to want to come out with Shurmur ball?
I can see it, yes.
Well, I just did a film study, and whether you want to believe it or not, I can tell you that quarterback is not ready to do Shurmur ball. I can tell you that. Shurmur ball is his pocket quarterback. For those who want Shurmur ball, you have to at least have a pocket quarterback. Yeah, Mike McCoy, right? Don't you need Peyton Manning in there?
Can I ask you this real quick? You brought up something to me this week about how Russell Wilson locks on to receivers.
Mhm.
Why'd you guys get lock shit about that and bring him down for doing the exact thing?
Why? I can tell you why.
Go ahead, tell me why. Because I want to hear from an intelligent person, not a zero intelligence person.
Well, I'm going to give you a little show as to why.
Okay.
There's a guy called Elway. Let's talk about that mentality. Why does he?
He doesn't exist.
I see a name. I'm in the harpoon. I see a name.
Yes.
He's a name.
Yes.
He's a name. That's the lowest common denominator right there. He's a name.
So you paid him a name $250 million.
Well, that's what you do when you're Captain Ahab.
Oh, I understand that.
Here's something people have to remember and understand. This is still Elway's creation. This isn't the guys that they got, the new front office guys. This in no way is their creation. This is all Elway. Everything you see on the riding out of the sunset. Elway's his final legacy, and it's shit. Like we've said all along, everything he touches turns to shit. I've got a whole video on that. Go through all the crap that he's done.
But he doesn't exist.
Well, yeah, he doesn't exist anymore, but he did exist. Until they kicked him out.
But he doesn't exist.
But here's the thing: with Elway not occupying that office anymore, the office of non-existence. Simmons, I believe, I'm kind of believing he was benched.
Fucking sucks.
I think he was benched.
What a disgrace of a Bronco player, honestly. As a player.
Well, Elway's not there to protect him anymore.
Well, thank God, because he didn't need protection in the first place because he sucked.
Well, they had to keep him in there and then pay sports writers. Well, yeah, but you got to pay sports writers to sit completely
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, so I had to tell Bengal fans. I said, I don't care what you're reading. Go watch your film. You guys play.
How has Derwin looked? How has Patrick looked? How has Derwin James looked? How has Jesse Bates looked?
Completely 180 degrees from Justin Simmons.
Oh, okay.
180 degrees from Justin Simmons.
Because he sucked.
And he looks like he got worse. He's even worse than he was bad to begin with.
Is that surprising? He doesn't have Vic Fangio covering his ass, or trying to anyway.
No, Vic Fangio was told he has to cover his ass. Told.
When he had guys like Eddie Jackson and Adrian Amos in his back end, who were way better than fucking Justin Simmons.
That's okay. Here we go.
I wanted Amos. I wanted him. I wanted Adrian Amos when he was a free agent, and he almost signed here until Elway said, "No."
Justin Simmons. We got to pay Justin Simmons. God, that
guy sucks.
Yeah, he is. This organization is going to be screwed because of John Elway for a long time.
Because how much paid players and guaranteed money?
You start with Russell Wilson and you can work your way down. That's all.
Hunters looked better than Russell Wilson. Eli Manning said it. You know what? And you know what? They don't hate the Denver Broncos. It's called they could read through the bullshit. Rex Ryan said it. Rex Ryan said the strength of this offense is the running game. We've been saying that all off season. And he is a coach. He's a former head coach. Eli Manning reads through the bullshit. Peyton Manning, I don't know. But there's certain people out there that read through. Rich Eisen reads through the bullshit.
Yeah, there's others out there.
Okay. So you're going to tell Rich Eisen he has zero intelligence?
Yeah. So, well, okay.
Oh.
Okay. This is the deal. We've said it a million times. John Elway can't run shit, but what he does do real well is PR. He knows how to build a media machine, and he built this media machine in front of this organization to cover the fact that what he did was a disaster. Why? Because there was nobody to hold him accountable and fire his ass. His ass should have been fired before this Russell Wilson signing.
His ass should have been fired after Super Bowl 50.
I know, well, exactly, but there was no Pat Bowlen to do that.
Oh no, it was all John Elway that built that team. It wasn't Pat Bowlen.
Well, that's what the PR machine wants to tell you, but that's not. We all know that's not in any way based in reality.
Okay, Colt and Cowboy Riders, keep telling me that. Ohio.
Oh yeah, Cole and Coward and all that. Yeah. Oh, and Peter King, your butt buddy Peter King. Yeah.
Yeah, keep shitting on the grave of Pat Bowlen and see where it gets you.
Well, no, it's already getting them. It's to me, the Broncos ultimately are a dead man walking.
Muddling in the middle team.
It is. It's going to be a muddling in the middle team, and it's just good enough to say, oh, just a tweak here, a tweak there, and this team loses, and that team, if they can win, and the other, we'll be in the play. You'll see. You'll see. I have no confidence that they're going to win this game, none whatsoever. The Raiders have their own problems, and if they don't get stupid. Now, if they get stupid, they could lose this game, right?
Yeah, we saw with the Niners.
Yeah, if you start getting stupid, it's not like. I think that's part of the problem too. The Broncos are not the greatest team, but you can't just sleep on them. You can't just sleep on them.
I agree.
You have to go out and execute. If you do that, Seattle,
one other teams in the league, you have to execute.
You have to execute. You can't just come in here half-assed.
I mean, the Chiefs did, and they still won last year.
Well, the Chiefs. So I want to get into the Chiefs just really quick.
Ooh.
The Chiefs. This is how they feel. It's gotten so out of hand with the Broncos. It's like this. Oh, we got the Broncos. Yeah, all right. Let's go and just make snowmen out. Go out and make snowmen. It's not even a fun game for them. They're anyway.
They're in a whole different stratosphere than the Denver Broncos.
And why is it? Is it because of Patrick Mahomes, or does it go back? Does it predate Patrick Mahomes?
It predates Patrick Mahomes, and also predates before he got that contract when they went out and invested on their offensive line.
Yeah, imagine that. Imagine that they would go and invest in an O-line.
But we don't know where. Just go listen to Gangbangers.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Gangbanger football. We can all talk about how great we are. Remember, it's about them. It's about how great they are.
Okay, Gangbanger.
It's all about how great they are.
Of course, that's how it is.
Yeah,
man. That's the mark of it.
And I think another problem with the Broncos too has been the fact that they've had this PR machine. You're the greatest. You're the greatest. You're the greatest, and they get all butthurt when things aren't going out their way. So it's going to be Hackett's fault. I said that. I said that before the season even started. I said they'll be going after Hackett.
Of course they will.
And eventually George Payton, and eventually Russell Wilson.
See, I've been doing this for 3 years now, and we've done a bunch of night podcasts, and it never gets old. I mean, it does, but it never gets old because it's the same shit over.
Wash, rinse, repeat. Wash.
We'll be doing it next week.
Wash, rinse, repeat. Oh, who knows? We may be doing that at the end of this game here.
That is true.
I do know one thing. I do know the Raiders want this game. I would think that they would know. They know the Broncos' weakest link is in that passing game. That the defense.
This game, but I think Josh McDaniels wants this game more, just to shove it up Denver's ass.
Well, of course he does. But here's the icing on the cake is they need this game. They literally need it.
They're gonna come out. They're gonna come out balls to the walls.
Yeah, they are. They're like I said. They're gonna be passing right into that.
And the Denver Broncos, thinking they're the Chiefs, might go in this game going, oh, and then that's gonna get their asses kicked.
Well, I think that because they've lost twice to them, I don't think they can actually believe that.
Really?
I know that the 7 channels tell them how great they are. They may forget they're not so great.
Okay.
So the Denver Broncos have to run the football to win the game. Stay out on the field. Stay out on the field. Stay out on the field as long as you can. Do not let the Raiders offense. Raiders offense. Remember that? We heard that last year, right?
Mm-hmm. Watch
rinse, repeat. We see how that worked out. So Raiders, attack that middle relentlessly. Do not give up on that. Attack it, attack it, attack it, attack it.
That's what I would do.
And every time, well, that's all I've seen what worked all year here. As long as the quarterback isn't, deciding I'm going to hold on to the football, not he's wide open. Yeah, just hold on to the football.
I don't think we've seen a quarterback like this since Geno Smith week 1. I think it's a way better version of Geno. Or Derek Carr.
Yeah, he's gonna hit receivers often.
And you don't think, Denver Bronco fans bitch and complain about how we can't sack Derek Carr. Number one, he gets the ball quick and he knows the weakness of the Denver Broncos, which is the middle, which he's been attacking for years.
Here's my bold prediction. If the Broncos lose this game, the Raiders will put a template out on how to beat the Broncos. That the other 3, even
out though.
What's that?
The template should have been already out.
Of course it is, but they actually, because they're stupid too, they have to actually see it like, oh yeah.
This world is so. Oh, okay.
Believe me, I know. Believe me, trust me.
Oh my God, dude! Just these people. I.
Trust me, I know.
And here I thought my fucking dogs are stupid.
I hate to say this. If we get nuked, it wouldn't even surprise me because this.
Dude, this is how good it would be. If we got nuked, then you'd have the gangbangers out there that would be saying, "Oh my God, it's so good for us." That's how bad it would be. That is how bad it would be.
It would be so
honestly.
good. Probably.
If we got nuked, you would have those people out there that would say, "Oh my God, it's good for us to get nuked." Just praise me with praise. That's
no.
bad.
I don't have to go. I don't have to buy anything now. I can just go steal it.
Yeah.
Mad Max. Yeah. Mad Max.
Oh God. Yeah. Exactly.
A boy and his dog. You probably don't remember A Boy and His Dog, do you?
No.
Look that up sometime. Boy and His Dog.
I'll do it after this.
It was Mad Max before Mad Max.
Yeah. We're gonna get nuked now. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Could happen. Could happen. With the idiots running the show.
Yes.
It happen.
Yes.
So on that cheerful note.
So praise.
Are you lathering yourself up with yourself?
Oh, yeah.
Just lathering yourself up with yourself.
Sure.
Shout out to you there, Chauncey. Yo. Another shout out to you. A shout out. Hey, how's it? Oh, yeah. Shout out. Hey, I got all my shout outs.
I need this.
Just praise me.
I need this from you, man. I need this. You know what I'm saying?
Just take my offer because you didn't offer fucking anything. You give somebody nothing and you say, here's nothing. I'm offering you nothing.
God,
the guy doesn't even know how to make a bet. The guy doesn't even know how to make a bet.
But he told his people not to bring us up, and he's so obsessed with us. Why do you think that is?
Because he just has to be here.
I would have blocked his ass a long time ago. Nothing. Nobody.
A 0 in a nothing machine. A 0 in a nothing machine.
Zero intelligence.
That's correct. So what do you think? What are you looking in this game?
If
No, go ahead.
if the Denver Broncos win this game, it's going to be because the Raiders are stupid, just like we've seen over the past 2 weeks. If the Raiders win this game, it's because they basically put the blueprint out on how to beat the Denver Broncos,
Well,
which should have been all weeks ago.
Yeah, well, that we've been talking about, saying. Yes. So it'll be another interesting. Are they going to learn? Are they ever going to learn? Are they ever going to learn?
No, never. Zero intelligence.
Wash, rinse, repeat.
Yep, we'll be doing this probably Sunday night.
Yep. And then there's going to be some slinking away, right? Until they play the Jacksonville Oh, wait. Jacksonville, they just could beat
more
this.
football than you do. That's how they'll wait till we play the Jaguars. We know more football than you.
They'll wait till they play the high school team.
Oh, God. Yeah.
We told you.
Exactly.
We told you. I like that Detroit game, right?
Oh, the JV squad? Yeah, they told us.
Backups to the backups. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They even made a whole, what was it? Was it a Draymond Jones video or something?
On Hard Knocks, they had Justin Simmons missing the running back, and they had Draymond Jones getting absolutely denied. I know.
Oh, boy. All right.
Player personnel. That is our player personnel. Everybody be proud that we have a top 3 team in the.
Well, I think we should overpay them. That's what we should do.
The Miami Dolphins look better than the Broncos.
Well, Tua, man.
Oh, he sucks.
I know, because I said, don't give up on this guy.
Because you liked him and you're not a Bronco fan.
Well, you guys go to be Miami. And he was Miami.
My God. You sound like a fucking annoying cat.
They're worse than an annoying cat. They're just like one of those baboons that, sound like a siren.
Oh, my God. Yes.
I sent you that little TikTok. I don't know what it was. That TikTok.
Yeah, they're the bamboons that eat out of their ass.
Yeah.
Oh my God, ass tastes so good. Tell me how great I am.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta stop obsessing.
That's our downfall.
With those, with the gangbang bubble.
Gang bang bubble. Oh my God.
Bang bubble. Everybody just patting each other and spooning each other, and the gangbang bubble. Is that where you work? You work in the gangbang bubble?
Oh God.
Escape from New York. The gangbang bubble. Think about it, though. We got gangbang everywhere. We got doctors that are a bunch of gangbangers. We got politicians that are a bunch of gangbangers. We got media people that are a bunch of gangbang. They're all in their own little gangbang out there, with, like you said, zero intelligence. Just give us some more money, huh? Give us some more money. Give us more money. Give us.
Oh, that was great.
We will have to create something. Gangbang bubble. In a gangbang bubble. Do 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 do.
This is Denver Broncos Mile High View. No gangbang, no bullshit.
No gangbang, no bubble. No bubble here. It's not ricocheting off into everybody's just saying the same thing over and over again. That's how you know somebody knows what they're talking about, because everybody ricochets the same nonsense back and forth.
Oh God, that was funny.
The baboon yells, woo, 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 and it goes, woo, 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 all around.
Exactly.
All right. So let's This was really an interesting.
This is called the gangbang pregame right here.
You're really into it. You're right. These are all just getting so vanilla.
Told you.
It's just
Wash, rinse, repeat.
God. It's just like we're in prison.
So man, I know.
And it's just like if we could. It's like here's a story. Here's a story about our plight as a Denver Bronco fan. We have gangbangers looking at shadows on the wall. They're watching shadows on the wall. So we get behind and we come back and we say, look, those aren't people, and that's not reality. There's somebody they got puppets, and they're putting it in front of a candle. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Then we go and leave the cave, and we said, this isn't even real. This isn't even real. There's a whole world out there. And then they want to kill us. They want to death threat us. Just look at these shadows. You can see them with your own eyes, but they're not real. That's the world we live in.
Well, unfortunately, and yeah, those people get away with murder while you have me and you who get shadow banned. Like it's, bread and butter. Oh, we're watching you. Oh,
and they're not learning. Yeah, you're watching. You haven't learned a thing. Zero intelligence. Zero. I don't know. This is. I don't think either one of us are expecting much out of this game. So, are you ready to just go ahead and let it happen?
I guess. I mean, we'll probably be here, like you said, Sunday night, just talking about the same thing. Oh, the Denver won this game. Oh, they're top 3 team, right? The Denver Broncos lost this game because they got exposed by Hussein. Who knows?
Like they did last year.
And I wouldn't be shocked.
And the year before that.
Wouldn't be shocked. Wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. All right. You ready? Ready to get the hay and go to Gangster Bubble Paradise?
I guess.
All right.
All right, man.
So don't drop any soap over there, whatever you do.
I got my taser.
Do you? Okay.
See how I'm holding it?
It's got to be side. When you shoot, you got to shoot side on. Shoot side on.
Give me your money.
Yeah, shoot side on. Because I saw it on TV. So I saw a movie. He held it.
Exactly. You saw it on the news.
Yeah, he shot side on. He shot side on. Side on.
Oh God.
There's a story behind that, but I'll tell you off camera. Shoot side on.
Shoot side on.
He shoots side on.
If you ain't first, you're last.
If you ain't, yeah, that's what they'll tell you. If you ain't first, you're last.
And we piss excellence, by the way.
Yeah. Well, we piss excellence. Yes, they do. They piss excellence. All right.
You mean the Broncos piss away excellence?
They're very excellent at pissing away.
Okay.
But they're not alone. Let's not give them the monopoly on that. There are other teams that are definitely pissing away.
Not as bad as the Denver Broncos, though.
Well, because they don't have a 7-year track record of it.
That is true. That is true.
That's why they don't have they have
seasons forever.
Nobody can take our track record. You understand?
Yeah. You tell me something.
When I shoot, I shoot side on. Side on. My best Michael Strahan. My Michael Strahan.
Talk about a fucking idiot.
Michael Strahan. Michael Strahan.
Yeah. That's hate. That's hate right there.
Hey, you know what? Remember when Michael Strahan picked up? He would have made a video. Picked up what was it, Favre?
Yeah.
It was like almost dancing with him, and then let him down so he could get his 500th sack or whatever it was, and
Oh my God.
and Favre was like this in his arms. Oh God. Sometimes I wonder if we're
Like typical death threaters. Look at me.
I just wonder if we were looking at if the NFL is just another WWE,
Could be.
I don't know. All that phony shit on sports. All right. You
All
try
right.
to teach these kids that your tackles count, okay?
Yeah.
All right. You know what? You should, like I said, you should consider an off-season program for those linebackers of yours.
Yeah, I'm planning on it.
Yeah. Start and have them watch film. You should get college and pro film and show them how it's done. Say, this is what, I know you're not at this level, but this is what you're shooting for. The instincts, the feel, it's not just about.
It's the repetition. That's what I'm going to preach a lot is repetition, 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 repetition. Also, like you said, feel. But I think the one thing that I'm really going to hammer home is.
Okay, you were cut off again. So there's one thing that you're going to do. What's that one thing?
The one thing that I am going to do is preach and preach and preach film.
Yeah. Try to get, like I said, go to the student body, see if you can get some people with some cameras out there.
We'll try it. Yeah, we'll try
to also, you need to talk to your head coach or your coach and find out what the film situation is.
Yeah, I plan on that.
Yeah, and go from there.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
That's it for me.
Okay, get some shut-eye.
You too.
Guy has to work for a living, both of us. Take care.
All being an adult.
Yeah. Bye.